I'm Thomas. My role in the project finish was financial and a little bit of addition to logistics.
I'm Josele. I was in charge of policies and permitting, and also try to understand the grid connection in the surroundings of the project.
I'm Emirhan. I'm responsible for the wind resource assessment part and turbine selection and other technical aspect of the project.
I'm Emmanuel, and I was into the logistic part of the project, and also me and Giselle did some planning around it. The biggest challenge for the logistics it was to have everything timed and everything taken into consideration, because mainly the reindeer is a key concern for us. So we have to plan our logistics and construction parts to fit with the reindeer herding. And we found this out during the projects, like each phase. We discussed and we found some more material, and we tried to have an overview and put everything into each perspective.
Yeah, we have also the challenge in terms of environmental aspect, and we have to collaborate as a team. For example, we create a reindeer corridor for the project, and also in the technical way to calculation of the new energy production and also ice effect, because our project is really close to northern part. So after getting exact number of the project, it's really challenging for us.
I've been focusing in understanding the policies and the guidelines for Finland, how much they want to impact in wind farms, how many wind farms and wind turbines they are planning to install. Also, the grid connection has been important to understand the capacity of the grid right now. And about the permitting, you have to understand which permits, which people you have to contact, what is required for each permit.
On the financial side, a big starting point was the average price point of power. Finland has expensive electricity, and therefore we can get a good amount of money per electricity produced. And then figuring out some of the policy in the area and finding out about feed-in premiums, getting enough money to build the project, and then enough money to pay back the project as well, so it's profitable, and share that profit with the local community.
We learned a lot, and also we like not only the facts and knowledge about wind power, but also like working in a project and as a team in a group, the group dynamic, and how to plan the project and perform the project. That was also a key point that we learned, I think.
Yeah, I'm completely agree with Emmanuel, and in this situation, especially working together in the group and considering different aspects and then changing in the process, it's really good. And also the working in the congested time and limited time, it's challenged us, but at the end we learned many things. So it was nice.
Yeah, I used some time with my colleagues in order to understand project management and project management techniques, such as doing a Gantt chart or risk management, among most of the things that you should know for developing a project.
Working with my colleagues here, I learned a lot about how interconnected so many of these parts of the project are. So how environmental can impact the layout, and how any change in the layout can affect the costs. So being on the financial side, and any little change in the planning process can affect that pretty significantly.